Ramblers pretty big up front as well. And they start in the I formation against the Shams. Second man through, hitting the backfield for a loss. That was Mike Borowiak on the carry, and he is hit by Joe Saputo for a loss. Well, they say he got back to the line of scrimmage, make it second down and 10. Double wides out to the right for the Ramblers. Bob Yusuf, number 14. Steve Smart, number 15. Locked it up and overthrown, and it is intercepted. No, they say it hit the ground. A great effort out there by Brent Bowser, who had an interception last week in the win against Ferndale. But they say it would hit the ground, and it will bring up a third down and 10. Bounce back. Tim Gates at 145 yards rushing for ED and 2 touchdowns in the victory. Bowser, 7 tackles and an interception defensively. Almost had a second pick of the year there. In motion, Jones. Jones on the reverse, and it's read well by Matt Wojcik of the Shams, who will make the stop after a gain of maybe a yard, and it'll bring up 4th down for the Ramblers. And Joe Saputo had a 20-yard interception return for a touchdown as the Shams picked up the win last week. Tom Bailey, number 3, the quarterback, a transfer from Southlake High School. He will give to Gates, who's going to be the workhorse again this year for East Detroit. And Gates has about 9. It'll be second down. Of course, longtime coach of the Ramblers. East Detroit coached by Tim Miller. Tim's in his 3rd season as the Shamrock head coach. Following the fullback is Brad Jones, and he powers his way off the right side for about 7. It'll be Detroit, of course, is the defending Blue Division champion. They were 5-4 last season, and 5-1 in the division, winning that Blue Division, as we said, as Jones is close to a first down, but he'll be spotted just about a yard shy, and it'll bring up a 3rd down, and it should be second down and short because it's tacked on to the end of the play. So second down and about a yard for Fraser. Jones hit by Shankin immediately, and it'll bring up a 3rd and short for the Ramblers. Shankin busts through to make the hit. We'll go with the scoreboard and the down marker, second down. And hawk-tied by Larry Ellington, a 5'10", 245-pound senior, just reached out a big paw and brought Borowiak down, and it's going to be... We're going to have an official's timeout of Robert Smart's hold. This will be a 23-yard attempt. And Jermet, no good. Just shanked it dead left. That was as poor as some of my tee shots this morning. So the Shamrock defense, big stand there. They'll take over with 6.5 to go in the first quarter, still scoreless, as they're able to hold the Ramblers off the scoreboard, unlike the Portables last week at center line. So Bailey, the quarterback, will hand it to Gates. Still on his feet. Takes about half the Rambler team to bring him down, and Gates does get a couple. Bring up second down by the Ramblers. Steve Smart back in at QB for Fraser. Gives to the fullback. And Jim Wood goes nowhere. Larry Ellington made sure of that, as well as Sean Baker, and it'll be second down and 10. First downs go. Smart looked like he had trouble with the snap, and that's Shankin busting through to stop that one dead. He got help from Josh McCarthy. And Baker again. Wide left.
And number 63, Sean Baker.
I formation. Quarterback number 10, Jeff Smolars, comes in again. Looks like he's going to come in throwing situations, and he's on the money, but dropped by Yusuf. It'll bring up 4th down. With 3:15 to go in the quarter, a scoreless first quarter so far here from Memorial Field on a warm and breezy Thursday afternoon before Labor Day. Second game of the season, as we've mentioned. That was Shankin on the carry, number 40. First carry tonight for Tom. He got about 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Shankin did throw a touchdown pass last week in the win over Ferndale on an option. 30-yard touchdown pass to Brent Fauser in that Shamrock victory. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Gates gets met and nailed by number 31, Scott Germet. Big hit by Germet, stopped Gates in his tracks, and it will be 3rd down, split wide near side. See if the Shams go to the air on 3rd and 7 from deep in their own territory. Nope, Bailey will hand to Gates, who tries to find some room. There's flags all over the place. Gates is well shy of the 1st down, but let's see what the flags are. If they grabbed a mask, or if one of the Shamrocks grabbed a Rambler. And it is holding as Smolar stays in the game at QB. He'll give to the deep man, Mike Borowiak, and he is close to a Rambler 1st down. Getting up off the bottom of the pile there is Josh McCarthy, number 22. At quarterback. Borowiak and Wood behind him in the eye in the backfield. Borowiak, 2nd man through, and is finally stopped. Begins. It'll be Fraser on the move. 2nd and 6 from the Sham 30. We are scoreless after 1 here at Memorial. Stay with us. We're back after this. 15-yard line, a couple of possessions. Haven't been able to get anything going yet. It's 2nd and 5 for the Ramblers to start the 2nd quarter. It's Borowiak again, and Shankin able to nail him after just a short game. Matt Wojcik got him also, along with Jason Strong, got a piece of him. Borowiak got maybe a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4. There's been a lot of Chinese rockets and fireworks lighting up the sky offensively here today. Smolars to throw, being flushed out of the pocket, has the tight end wide open again, and that will be a Rambler 1st down as Jason Gutowski picks up another reception from Jeff Smolars down to the 19, and that's good enough for a 1st down. As for East Detroit, you take a look at the Shams down there. It is a warm day, but the breeze helps a little bit. Shamrocks in those dark, those black pants, those conduct heat. But it actually isn't as bad as I thought it might be. They were calling for highs upper 80s today. I don't know if we got there. It's a beautiful day, as we said. It was really good for golf. Football at the 19-yard line. They got twin wideouts right. Borowiak, who's becoming the workhorse, brought down by Shankin after a gain of 4 down to the 15-yard line. Brent Fauser in there on the stop as well. Piling up big yardage totals. Andrew Wolver wide to the left. Bob Yusuf wide right. Fumble. That ball still loose, and the Shams fall on it. Josh McCarthy with the fumble recovery. And once again, the Shamrock defense dodges a bullet. And ED will have 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Smart never got the snap from center. And the Shamrocks able to hop on it. But once again, they will start as they will call their 2nd timeout of the game rather as well. So the Shams will call the timeout. It is the 1st for East Detroit. Fraser has 2, and you take a look at the Shamrocks. Tim Miller out there had surgery on his left arm last Saturday. 10 minutes exactly until halftime. No score in this this one. Defense has been called upon a few times tonight. Fraser has penetrated deep. Shamrock D has turned them away each time. Now let's see if the ED offense can get untracked. It took them nearly a full half to get untracked last week against Ferndale. In fact, they trailed at halftime in the game against Ferndale 7-6. Gates gets a yard, be second down and 9. Robert Fulgenzi comes wide out to the near side. Brent Bowser split wide left, pro set back of Bailey. Bailey runs option, keeps, and gets buried after about a yard gain. On the stop, Brad Beazle, Jason Gutowski. And it will bring up 3rd and 7, give him 2 on the play. White, it is Smolar's number 10 in the game for Fraser at quarterback. Shams show blitz don't come, but Barowiak is nailed. Josh McCarthy got there. Ellington there as well as Barowiak lost a yard, and it'll be second down and 11. Situation. He's 2 for 4 so far tonight. He's hit his tight end Gutowski both times. And out of the backfield, he connects with Jimm Wood, his fullback, who is upended by Saputo and McCarthy, and a gain of about a yard, perhaps got back to the line. It'll be 3rd down. The center, 6'3", 315-pounder, leads them out of the huddle. Play action. Down he goes. Matt Wojcik in there first. Rich Sakawa and Sean Baker also in on the sack. A loss of 9. And it will bring up 4th down, and the Ramblers will have to kick it away. Jermet will have a breeze, a bit at his back over his right shoulder. Good snap. Jermet keeps it away from Gates, and it bounces out of bounds at about the 22 is where they'll mark it. 6:12 until halftime. That's where ED will start. Check it, they're actually +1. They are just over the 0 mark. Bailey keeps for the Shams. Back on their own 10. Brent Bowser wide to the near side. Bailey gives to Gates, and Gates is dropped by Daryl Knight, number 50. Nothing, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up on their own 10. Tim Gates can bust one at any time. He certainly has the capability. We'll see what Tim Miller calls on 3rd and a long ways. Bailey will drop, throws it over the middle, complete to Tom Jora, but well shy of the 1st down, and it'll bring up a 4th down for the Shams. That 11-yard pass from Bailey to Jora is the longest play from scrimmage either team has managed so far today. Each team has fumbled it away once. Fraser missed a 23-yard field goal back in the 1st quarter. Shams, here they come, and it's Barowiak thrown down by Ellington. A loss on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 11. For the most part. And for the most part, getting stuffed all game. Smolar's a quarterback. Barowiak comes in motion out of the backfield. 3-step drop. Throws complete to Miller. Miller will have a Fraser 1st down inside the 35. Nice motion again the opposite way now for Barowiak. And they give it to the lone back. And a big hole left side. Marcus Julian bounces it out and is close to another Rambler 1st down before he is brought Jones, who is returned to the Fraser backfield. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. No score. Here's Jones left side. Hurdles a man. And then Bowser makes the stop inside the 20, gain of about 4. 15 and rolling. Smolars play action. In trouble. Smolars goes down. Coming back to get him after missing him the first time, Matt Wojcik. Ellington also there. And it's a loss back to the 29, a loss of 10, as Fraser will call timeout. Their final one with 1 minute left until halftime. Both defenses really doing the job. Barowiak goes out of the backfield in motion. Smolars throws intercepted. And some room up the left side for Nick Catalano with the pick. And East Detroit will have a chance yet before the half. With 50 seconds left, they'll have it at their own 43-yard line. Smolars had hit his last 4 passes. That time threw it right into the arms, though, of the 5'9 junior Nick Catalano. Back with Bailey. Deep pitch, Gates. Gates gonna throw it. His pass is underthrown, and there's a flag down. And that'll be interference. It was intended for Bowser. And Bowser is hurt. There's another flag back near the line of scrimmage. So let's see if they might be offsetting penalties with 42 seconds left. And we do have offsetting penalties. Holding on the Shams. Pass interference, Fraser. Take it over. Still 1st and 10 at the 41. He did come to the sidelines. So he is on the bench right now on this 1st and 10 play. Bailey to Gates again. Bates. Gates has blockers. And has the first down of the game for East Detroit before being bumped out by Smart. Spotted at the 45. A gain of 14 on the play, and on Shamrock 1st down, their first of the day, with 33 seconds now until halftime. So the Shams trying to turn the turnover into points here before the end of the first half. ED scored late in the first half last week against Ferndale to get back in the ball game. Shankin down to the 35, near another East Detroit 1st down. And East Detroit will take their second timeout. Timeout left. 2nd down, less than a yard. Remember, 1st down would stop the clock while they set the chains. Shankin and Gates in the backfield behind Bailey. Quick to the wideout, and it is a Shamrock 1st down as it is caught by Joe Carney. And the clock will stop with 20 seconds left while they move the chains as it's down to the 30-yard line, a gain of 6. Bailey, after misfiring on his first 2 passes, has now hit 2 in a row.
Number 23, Joe Carney for the Shamrocks.
Second 1st down of the game for Shankin is the deep back. Watch a pitch to Shankin and perhaps he throw the football. They worked that for a touchdown in the first game, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Shankin shot, puts it up there, and it's knocked down by Smart with 2 seconds left, and ED will have time for one more play on 3rd down. Well, they used it for a touchdown last week against Ferndale. Deep pitch to Shankin, and it worked for a touchdown, Shankin to Bowser last week. That got the Shams on the board, in fact, late in the first half in that victory. So, 2 seconds left, Hail Mary time from the 30. Trips right for East Detroit. Bowser, Fulgenzi, and Jora. Bailey will roll right. There's flags down, and Bailey will get hammered to end the half. Brad Beazle sacked him, but let's see what the flag is. The half can't end on a defensive penalty.
Shamrock had a 3 wide receiver.
And let's see what it is. Ramblers have dominated here at Memorial this afternoon, and we're back with a second half after this. Most of the half was played in the East Detroit end of the field, and the Shamrock defense actually played quite well. As Gates fields at the 10, just burns it up the near side, cuts back to the middle, has room. Out to about the 36, and that's just about as good a position as East Detroit has had in the football game since their final possession of the first half after the Catalano interception set East Detroit up near midfield. Ramblers had 6 different people carry the ball in that first half. Best they had was Brad Jones, 6 carries, 19 yards. It's Smolars in a quarterback. Borowiak on the carry, and good effort by Borowiak to get a yard, maybe 2, before he's dropped by McCarthy. Borowiak carried 10 times in the first half for 15 yards. Down I formation back of Smolars. Now Jones comes in motion this way out of the backfield. Looping it up for Jones, and it is incomplete. Broken up by Brent Bowser. Flags down on the play in the area where you would expect holding. So let's see. Dead ball, personal foul, East Detroit. Oh, that hurts. That's 15, and that'll be a Fraser first down. Miller motions toward us. Jones, wrapped up by Casey, number 63, or Baker, I should say, Sean Baker, number 63, at the line of scrimmage. Shanking gave a little help, and it's second down and 10. Girls team this year, and so it will be varsity only, 1 game only. As Smolars off play action, dumps it out the other way to Jones. Got a good block out there in the flat, has room. Jones still on his feet inside the 10. And number 60, Apostino Vidiello, laid out a good block out there to spring Jones for the first down, all the way down to the 8, a 22-yard pickup. Defense can be called upon again. How many times can they go to the well, though? Well, 1 more at least, as Jones is submarined by Matt Wojcik. And it'll be second and goal. Tight formation. Smolars rolls right, cuts it up, and dives in for the touchdown. And with 6:26 to go in the third quarter, Fraser on the board first. A 6-yard touchdown run by Smolars, and the Ramblers go up 6-0 on the Shams. Well, you can only tell you have your defense backed up in their own end so often, as Fraser started yet another possession in East Detroit territory, and it pays off. Going Jermet for the point after, out of Smart's hold, and it's blocked. Drilled it right into the middle of the line, and it looked like Wojcik, number 2, actually would get credit for the block, so Fraser does draw first blood. They lead at 6-0, 6:26 left here in the third quarter. Jermet to kick it away. Check that on the kickoff. It's a short kick by Borowiak, fielded by Jason Strong, who has a good return out across the 35, and that's where East Detroit will start, first and 10 at their own 37-yard line. So Strong, a 6 foot, 140-pound senior, gets the return out near the 38, in fact, and that's where the Shams will start. They were 3 and out on their first possession here in the second half. Give to Shankin. Check it, it's Gates, I should say, and Gates lowers the shoulders and pulls forward for about 6 yards before he is stopped by Matt Lemazny. Gates again. Well, Masney hit him first, but it's a Shamrock first down up to midfield. Factor while coming into play shouldn't really play a huge part in this one. Gates again. And Tim gets about 4 before Jeremiah meets him at the Fraser 46. So we might start looking at the Tim Gates show here. After he was throttled most of the first half, on his first 8 carries in the ballgame, Gates had 14 yards on his first 8 carries. On his last 5, Gates has picked up 31 yards, so he's starting to grind it out for ED. Good drive for East Detroit, trying to answer the Fraser score. Little mix-up there between Bailey and Gates, but Gates still pulls inside the 40 for another East Detroit first down. Gain of 7. And a Shamrock first down. Now they're 4th of the game. And with 4:15 and rolling in the 3rd, East Detroit trying to get the equalizer and take the lead. Gates again, right side. Follows the block, gets a good block out there. And he's down near another first down. Nice block by Tony Migliotti, number 73 on the right side. Got Gates down to the 30, a gain of 9, and it's 2nd and a yard. We're on the move. Miller motions this way. Flag down. Barowiak, ball popped loose, but it's whistled dead after no gain, and I think the flag is going to be on Fraser. Miller, I think, turned upfield early. Miller motions again, opposite way this time. Back to throw, that's intercepted, it could be 6, and it will be. Touchdown, Shamrocks. For the 2nd time in 2 games, Joe Saputo has returned one for a touchdown. He had a 20-yard touchdown return on an interception last week. This time he takes it 33 for the touchdown. And the Shams have tied it up and have a chance to take the lead with 2:43 left in the 3rd. 2nd TD in 2 weeks for Saputo on an interception return. And now we're going to have a on to attempt the point after is
and take the snap at number 30, Tom Shankin.
And the kick is good. And so East Detroit on the 33-yard interception return by Joe Saputo has grabbed the lead over Fraser. It's Shamrock 7, Ramblers 6, 2:43 left, 3rd quarter here at Memorial Field. David Wendtland will kick it away. He converted the extra point moments ago that has given the Shamrocks the 7-6 lead here with 2:43 left in the 3rd quarter. And Wendtland hits a little splitter. Gonna bounce all the way to Pat Jones. He'll have to pick it up at the 7. Has a little bit of blocking. And lost the football. East Detroit got it. Inside the 15. Sean Baker with the fumble recovery. Opportunity at the Fraser end of the field today. Full house backfield. Gates picked his way through, but got maybe a yard or 2. Ball was stripped by Zaccaro, but after the whistle, Jeremiah also on the stop. And it will be 2nd down and 14. Gates got a yard. Saputo's interception return for a touchdown. Shams knocking on the door after the Fraser fumble on the kickoff. Here's Gates. Nothing much. Falls forward for a couple. Julian on the stop. along with Yusuf at the 14-yard line.
By number 52, Brad Nelson. That would give the Shamrocks 3rd down and 10 from the 14-yard line.
Bailey calling the signals. He'll hand to Gates again. Right side, Gates a hole. And Gates is going to be close to a first down near the 5. He had to get to about the 4. But he's going to be just a little short, it looks like, Mark, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, a big play coming up now. 4th and about a yard. Big play here, 35 seconds left, 3rd quarter. It's Gates, and I don't know. The secondary push might have got him the first down, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure there'll be a measurement here with 20 seconds left here in the 3rd. And they held. Short of a first down. Fraser holds with 20 seconds left in the quarter, and it's still a 7-6 East Detroit lead by a point. Smollar's the quarterback. Audibling at the line. Nailed in the backfield. Did he get out of the end zone? He did, barely.
Number 10, Jeff Smollar is handed off to number 22.
Baroviak barely avoided a safety, a 3-yard loss at 2nd and 13 as the 3rd quarter will come to an end. After 3, Shams by a point, 7-6. We're back at the 4th after this. It is 7-6, Shams by a point. A 33-yard interception returned by Joe Saputo. And Dave Wendtland's point after. The difference right now, Fraser back. They're back against the wall on their own goal line, and they just drive it out for a couple yards. It'll be 3rd down and about 12. And they will come through again as they stuff the end around. That was Robert Smart on the season. They take on Warren Cousino in that homecoming game. Next week, the Shams are on the road for the first time this year at Lance Cruz, Friday, September 8th, a 7 p.m. start. Gets bounced off the first tackler and got away from the second, still running hard. Gain of about 9 before he is dropped by Coa Von Kelt and Mike Zaccaro. 8-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 2. He's gained 57 yards this half. 85 now in the ball game, and he'll get the call again. And the stop looks like just a little shy of the first down. Zaccaro and Blair on the stop. And it'll be 3rd and about a yard for the Shamrocks. 7-6, be a big first down here on 3rd and short. I would assume if they don't convert, they go on hold, but they will convert. Shankin, big hole left side, first down to the 20, to the 11-yard line. 11-yard pickup for Shankin. His 3rd carry of the game to 23 yards now. Shamrock first down in the ball game. Shams 1st and 10 on the 12. Shankin, hole again right side, down, fighting down to about the 6. Mark it close to the 5, gain of 7 more, and East Detroit offensive line starting to open up some holes on that Fraser defensive front. Call it about 4 then, actually. Pitch to Gates, has room left side, and driven out of bounds just shy of the end zone by Steve Smart. And he will be close to a first down. They'll have to measure. And it is an East Detroit first down. First and goal at the 2. Gates joined in the backfield by Matt Wojcik, number 2, and Shankin, number 40, back in there as well. Tom Shankin, 5'9", 220-pound senior. Tom Bailey, the transfer from Southlake at quarterback, 6', 165-pound senior. They'll give to Gates, and Gates is in for the touchdown. Tim Gates into the end zone, his 3rd touchdown of the season, and the Shamrocks lead it now 13-6. Gates scored on runs of 5 and 12 yards last week while running for 145 yards. Today he's carried it 23 times for 93 yards, and the touchdown there is 3rd TD of the season. And the Shamrocks going to go for 2. If they convert, they'll force Fraser to score twice. And Bailey right up to the 2. There is a flag down on the play. Let's see what the flag is. I think it's on Fraser. It is on Fraser. And so Bailey gets in for the 2-point. And East Detroit takes a 9-point lead, 15-6 with 7:34 to play. That's a big 2-point conversion. Fraser now will need to score twice if they are going to pull this one out today. Take a look at some of the crowd here today. Shamrocks now a 9-point lead, 15-6, looking to move to 2-0 on the season if they can hang on here today. 2 scores behind now, a 9-point East Detroit lead. That 2-point conversion was huge for East Detroit, forces Fraser to get 2 scores. Small R's out of the shotgun. Marcus Julian in the backfield with him. Just throws up a duck left side, intercepted by Bowser. Brent Bowser, the interception. That is the 5th turnover by the Ramblers today. 5 turnovers now by Fraser, the 3rd Shamrock interception of the day. They've also recovered a couple of fumbles. And East Detroit back in business with a 15-6 lead and the ball with 7:21 to play in the football game. That's sending some of the Fraser fans to the exits across the way. Shankin, good hard running to the 41. Gain of 6, and it will bring up 2nd down and 4. An 0-2 start on the season. Gates for about 3. He'll be just about a yard shy of the first down. By 9, 15-6. Ramblers come. Bailey keeps on the option. Flag down. Pitch to Gates, who's ridden out of bounds at about the 20, but there is a flag down where you would expect perhaps a hold. Fraser 48. Bailey will give to Shankin. Shankin off tackle. Is tripped up by Robert Smart. Matt Lemazny helped trip him up. Gain of 8, and it's going to be 4th down and a couple from the 40. Let's see what Tim Miller decides here on 4th and a long couple. From the Fraser 40, clock running, 5.5 to play. You're up by 9, and it looks like there's no hesitation by Miller. Shamrocks will go for it on 4th down and a long 2 from the Fraser 41. First down would allow the Shams to grind another minute and a half, 2 minutes off the clock. First man nowhere. Shank and stuff. Fraser will take over on downs at the 40. With 4:50 left in the ball game. Fraser takes over. Again, they're down 9. Out of the shotgun. Marcus Julian stays in with Smolars. Quick out. Smart. Smart wrapped up by Saputo, who's having a good day defensively, as are most of the Shamrock defenders. And it'll bring up third down and 10. Blood in the third quarter on a 6-yard touchdown run by quarterback Jeff Smolars. That pass incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down. Took an interception thrown by Smolars, 33 yards for the score. David Wendtland's point after made it 7-6 Shams. Then the Shams, after stopping Fraser deep in their own territory, took over again, and Tim Gates went over from 2 yards out, and then Tom Bailey went in for the conversion that gave the Shams the 9-point lead. There is a flag down. This could be it for Fraser. Last chance here. Fourth down 8, trailing by 9. Smolars out of the gun. Goes deep down the middle of the field and overthrows Miller. Incomplete. ED will take over on downs. Bailey calling the signals from the 43. He'll give to Gates. Gates wrapped up by Lemazny and Nelson after a short gain, about 3 yards. Fraser will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left with 3:30 to play. Gates now with 25 carries, 98 yards unofficially, so Gates closing in on the century mark, as we said, on the ground. East Detroit, after tonight, as we said, travels to L'Anse Creuse to open MAC Blue Division play next Friday night, September the 8th at 7 p.m. After that, they're home for their next 3. Friday the 15th against L'Anse Creuse North at 7. Friday the 22nd against Anchor Bay at 7. And Saturday, September 30th against Warren Cousino at 1 in the afternoon. That's the homecoming game. Grind out a couple of first downs here. 3:36 left. Shams trying to move to 2-0 on the season. And it would be the first 2-0 start in quite a while for the Shamrocks if they are to hold on tonight. Bailey calling the signals from the 43. He'll give to Gates. Gates wrapped up by Lemazny and Nelson after a short gain, about 3 yards. Fraser will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left with 3:30 to play. Gates now with 25 carries, 98 yards unofficially, so Gates closing in on the century mark, as we said, on the ground. East Detroit, after tonight, as we said, travels to L'Anse Creuse to open MAC Blue Division play next Friday night, September the 8th at 7 p.m. After that, they're home for their next 3. Friday the 15th against L'Anse Creuse North at 7. Friday the 22nd against Anchor Bay at 7. And Saturday, September 30th against Warren Cousino at 1 in the afternoon. That's the homecoming game. Shams' final 3 are on the road at Warren Mott October 6th. At Roseville, October 13th, and at Grosse Pointe North, October 20th. All of those are Friday night, 7 p.m. starts. ED, the defending MAC Blue champion. If they start 2-0, they'll be a third of the way to a state playoff berth as well. 6 wins to get into the state playoffs. Shams have never made the playoffs. But they could take a big step with another win today to go 2-0. Gates just wants to hang on to the football, and does so, and also picks up a few, picks his way for a few. Fraser will call their second timeout. Third down, call it 4 for the Shams. From the 37 of Fraser, East Detroit looking for a first down that would just about wrap this up. Gates gets wrapped up instead. It'll bring up fourth down. This one, just got to get it away and avoid the block. Fraser, nobody back. They're going to come. They'll send them all. And Kaminski gets it away. Good job by Jimm Kaminski. And it'll go out of bounds inside the 10. Great kick by Kaminski under pressure. Fraser will have to start at their own 8, first and 10, with exactly 3:01 left in the ball game. Fraser now out of timeouts as well. Baroyak wide to the near side. Julian Malone back. Look out behind, got him set. Ball loose. Touchdown, Shamrocks. They recover in the end zone. That's Jimm Kaminski, number 7, falling on the ball in the end zone. Sean Baker forced it loose, and Kaminski falls on it in the end zone for the Shamrock touchdown. Baker. That is the 6th Fraser turnover today. Second one the Shams have turned into a touchdown. Wendtland for the point. Low snap. Bailey got it down though, and Wendtland converts. Shamrocks go up 22-6 with 2:53 left in the ball game. Detroit's going to start 2-0 for the first time in a long while. Fraser going to drop to 0-2. Wendtland will be in to kick it away. Big win for Tim Miller's squad against a MAC Red Division foe. Ramblers playing 2 divisions up from East Detroit in the red. Shamrocks defending Blue Division champions, and they'll open league play next week at Lance Cruz High School. Wendtland just boots it along the ground. Yusuf picks it up. Out to about the 39. That's where Fraser will start with 2:46 left. Again, the Ramblers are out of time. Tim Gates, also a workhorse. 27 carries for Gates on the day. Unofficially right at 100 yards. Also scored a touchdown. But the Shamrock defense forcing 6 turnovers in the ball game. The heroes today swing back on the screen and tripped up by Shankin, and importantly kept him in bounds, and the clock will continue to roll as Jones made the catch for about 4. And actually the Ramblers know their fate. It looks like they are not going hurry up. Small R's play action. Rolling left, throws it past Steve Smart, incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 still from the 44 with 1:59 now left in the football game. We'll have some girls hoops before that. Shankin chasing. There's a block from behind, pass intercepted. That's Bowser, it looked like again. And it was Bowser. His second pick of the day. The 7th turnover the Shamrock defense has forced today. And all they have to do is run out the last 146 now, leading 22-6. 4 interceptions for the Shams, 2 by Bowser, 3 fumble recoveries, 7 turnovers forced by East Detroit today. And they will come away with a big victory over the Fraser Ramblers to move to 2-0. Fraser cannot stop the clock, so the Shams just have to run out this last 146. Bailey's just going to take the snap and down it. So East Detroit, after a scoreless first half, fell behind 6-0 on a 6-yard touchdown run by Smolars of the Ramblers, but a 33-yard interception return for a touchdown by Joe Saputo got the Shams alive, gave them a 7-6 lead. Shams add a 2-yard touchdown run by Tim Gates and a 2-point conversion by Bailey to make it 15-6, and then Gerry Kaminski fell on a Fraser fumble in the end zone for another score to finish this one off at 22-6. Shamrocks, big win for ED to move to 2-0 on the season. Hey, it's been a while since ED started 2-0, that's for sure. And a big win over a Red Division team as well. They do get Miller. The ice has got to feel good on that bum wing, that's for sure. East Detroit will not have to run another play. They will dance off the field with a 22-6 win to move to 2-0. Heading into MAC Blue Division play. So the East Detroit defense forces 7 turnovers today, and down the Ramblers 22-6. ED now 2-0 on the season. Fraser drops to 0-2. Glad you're with us today on Comcast. For Rudy Marchand, I'm Gerry Kaminski. Next week, girls basketball from St. Clement. Till then, so long, everyone.